Miss Jean's Southern Cuisine is the heart of soul food in Wilkinsburg, right outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Being in the business for years, several customer food complaints and unorganized management arose, resulting to poor performance of the staff, inability to attract more customers. Diagnosing the problems by each level will help identify what the restaurant needs. After diagnosing the levels, a force field analysis is established, and interventions are made to improve the current state of the performance of the restaurant. The researchers then made a detailed and structured observation on Miss Jean's Southern Cuisine, its strengths and pitfalls, and how these interrelate among each other. Diagnosis will discuss three levels. Those are organizational level, group level, and individual level.
For Miss Jean's Southern Cuisine to get back on its feet and flourish in the food industry, several design interventions are proposed. In terms of human process, third-party intervention best addresses the need for Miss Jean to improve her management, leadership skills, and financials with the help of a consultant. Team-building activities, on the other hand, will remedy the lack of rapport among employees and will help them be more effective and productive. For human resource management interventions, it involves employee stress and wellness that will help outmanage the employees' work under pressure and master emotional stability. Structural design falls under technostructural intervention, wherein the task of employees must be corresponding to their job assignment to boost productivity and morale. Lastly, in terms of strategic intervention, cultural change will impact this restaurant by imparting meaningful values to employees to do their jobs effectively. Force field analysis depicts which force is strongest that drives an organization to continue its current system. As for forces pushing for changes, with the strongest force is improved management, followed by better raw materials, while community pressure has the lowest force pushing for change towards better management. Forces for maintaining status quo comprise of lack of drive to change, member complacency, well-learned skills, and lastly, no budget, arranged from the strongest force to the least strongest, respectively, that resist change or maintain the poor performance of the restaurant. Overall, the forces for maintaining status quo are deemed stronger than the forces for change.
As for Miss Jean's Southern Cuisine, their internal problems are some of the factors why there is a need for change. Miss Jean needs to relay this information to her employees for them to adjust themselves to the interventions that will occur. Describing the core ideology. The core values of the organization involve serving customers with utmost care, cooking best food for the community, and maintaining trust of stakeholders. Constructing the envisioned future. With regards to the core values of the organization, Miss Jean kept on reiterating that their sole purpose and goal is to produce soul food for the locals. Employees were aware of the vision of the owner. However, there is a problem with top management that kept on dragging the restaurant down. As part of sustaining a momentum, Miss Jean and her restaurant must have an action plan that will change the management style to improve the business. A resource identification must be done, and then the funding will be followed.
Evaluating and institutionalizing organization development interventions. Implementation feedback. Proper management and leadership skills were oriented to Miss Jean by a consultant, and the execution of team-building activity resulted to better camaraderie among the workers. Evaluation feedback. The interventions implemented have given workers and staff a better clarity of the structure and culture of the restaurant. For the measurement, data can be measured through the percentage sales and number of customer monthly. Other methods can also be used like observation, standardized questionnaires, and face validity. Research design. Longitudinal measurement is the best element in measuring and assessing the results vigorously over a long period of time to monitor the development. There are 4 things to consider in institutionalizing organization change. First, the organization characteristics. Second, intervention characteristics, which are goal specificity and internal support. Third, institutionalization process. Socialization and commitment are processes that can affect the degree of process. Lastly, to assess the level of change persistence, knowledge and normative are indicators of institutionalization.